breath like we usually do. So you're going to put one hand on your belly and one on your chest. This is called the wave breath. So I want you to take a deep breath into your belly, and then into your rib cage, and then into your chest. Filling yourself up. And then as you exhale, it's like you're emptying a cup. So you exhale from your chest to your rib cage to your belly. So big inhale. And big exhale through your nose. Breathing through your nose. And this is called the wave breath. And it helps to bring more qi, qi meaning energy, more qi to the body. Helps to release stress as well. A nice big inhale. Breathing into your belly. So feel your belly push into your hand as you inhale. Feel your ribs expand, and then feel your chest open. And then exhale. The last thing is you're squeezing your belly in towards your spine. So let's do that a few more times. Big inhale. And exhale. Now this time when you get to the bottom of your exhale and you feel as if you cannot release any more air, go ahead and open your mouth. It's like you're breathing through a straw. So you exhale through your nose, and then you open your mouth a little, and so you're releasing any old stagnant energy that's hanging on in your lungs. Today's class, we're going to focus on stress reduction and increasing our energy and working on our immune system and our lungs. So big inhale. And exhale. And then through your mouth. Like you're breathing into a straw. And just leave your hands here. If you like, you could close your eyes. And just for a moment, I'd like you to check in with your intention for today. How would you like to be? How would you like to be feeling? Would you like to be feeling relaxed and joyful and optimistic? So you're going to phrase your intention as if that's the state you're currently in. So just for a simple example, I am joyful. I appreciate this moment. So whatever speaks to you, and it could be something that you've been working on all year, or just something that inspires you right now. So just repeat that to yourself a couple of times. And open your eyes and release your hands. And let's do a movement right now that's helpful for our lungs. It's called Buddha holding up the earth. So your hands come here. Just big inhale. And for those of you who attended yesterday's class, we did this yesterday. And exhale. We're doing a lot of lung movements in class this week and likely next week as well. The lungs are responsible for our immune system. What's called in Qigong, our Wei Qi, spelled W-E-I, meaning our protective energy. So when we do movements for the lungs, it helps to increase our protective energy and tonify, meaning make our lungs stronger. So this is a big inhale. Whenever we open up, we inhale, and then we come down, and we exhale. So inhale, and exhaling. Just focusing on your breath, on the sensations in your body. It's coming into this moment. What I love about Qigong is it brings us back to ourselves. And right now it's easy to get into our head, to overthink and get scattered and anxious. So this movement, these particular movements just help us to bring us back to our heart center. Inhale. And exhaling. And just let your hands drop down. And you're not going to feel a whole lot of energy yet between your hands, but just see where you're at. So scan your body. Do a little quick scan from head to toe just to notice where your energy level is at, where your mind is at, just how you're feeling in general. And then let's go right into water waves. So you're going to just take one hand in front and one behind. So your hands rotate like you're pushing away, pushing water away. So imagine your hands are moving through water. And this helps to balance our emotions, water waves. So just nice, gentle movement. One hand is in front and one is in back. I'm imagining that I'm watching you guys doing it right now. So remember to have one hand in front and the other comes in back. So I'm just moving from my hips a little bit, one in front, one in back. Shoulders are relaxed. And then let's go right into knocking on the door of life. Most of you have done this with me. So we're just tapping that kidney area, the lower back, and between the sacrum area and your waist. Just a tap. We do knocking on the door of life almost every time as a warm-up. This helps to circulate the qi in your body. We want that qi to circulate. When the qi circulates, qi meaning again life force energy, we have more energy. We feel more joyful and happy and energetic. And when we have more energy, we have more ability to deal with stress. And when we have more ability to deal with stress, we have a stronger immune system. So important to focus on self-care right now. And for me, this is really a key way to do so, to do a little bit of Qigong each day. It doesn't have to be an hour, 5-10 minutes. These movements were created thousands of years ago as a preventative. It's called Medical Qi Gong, the type of Qigong that we practice. So we're working with the lower body area, working with that lower dantian. Dantian just means elixir field or energy center, and the lower dantian is right around the belly button area. And that helps to create physical health and well-being. And now we're gonna take our hands and we're gonna tap underneath your collarbone, more towards your shoulder area. So one is tapping, one hand is tapping the kidney area, and the other is tapping right around that collarbone area. This is a key lung point for your immune system. If you're not feeling so well, this is a great point to tap or to massage, and just to keep yourself healthy. And then we swap, one hand comes across the shoulders, and one's at the kidneys, and you come across the shoulder. This helps to release tension in your mind. Check in with your breath. So in the beginning of practice, you may want to be exhaling out your mouth. When you exhale out your mouth, it helps you to let go and release. So we want to fill up with good qi. Good qi is called righteous qi. So we want to fill ourselves up with that righteous qi. But if we've got all this stagnant energy and anxious energy within us, it's like filling a cup of dirty water with clean water. It just gets dirty again. So we want to do movements and breath work that helps to release it first. So you can be exhaling out your mouth, and then let's come back around again. You hear a little flip clop. It's my horse walking by. In fact, she's walking by behind me right now. I planned that just for you guys. And then relax your arms. And now you might start to feel a little tingling as you start to wake up that energy within. Now let's do a little tapping of our wrists. So you're going to tap. So take your hand, your fingers, where your wrist crease is on the outside, on the back of your hand. And you're going to take the other hand and you're just going to tap. So you're on the inside of one and the outside of the other, about 3 fingers away from where the wrist is. This is good for both emotional energy to bring it back into balance, and also for your immune system. These are key energy points that an acupuncturist would use. So Qigong is a branch of Chinese medicine. Don't go too hard, you don't want to bruise yourself. And then let's go do the other side. Like a little bouncy movement. And then relax your hands down. And now you just feel even more energy in your hands as we wake up that qi. Stimulate it, get it circulating. And now let's do some releasing. Now that it's waking up, let's release whatever we don't need. So nice shaking. Relax your head, your neck, your shoulders, just shaking it up. So whatever you don't need, whatever energy you've taken on, you're just shaking it back out to the earth. The earth will compost it for you. Turn it into that righteous qi I mentioned earlier, meaning good qi, good energy, good healthy energy. So shaking out any fear, any emotions that you might have picked up from others. You know, there's a lot going on right now in terms of what people are going through and how they experience the world. So, and it's easy for us to pick up on other people's energy. So just shaking that off. So it's great if you pick up on kindness and love and, you know, just positive optimism, but not so great if you're picking up on anxiety and fear. You want to be able to change that radio station, so to speak. So let's just shake that off. So we have access to our dial, so we can switch it to a better station. Shake it off to the earth. And a little bounce here, so you can bounce on your heels a little bit. And then when you do that, it's actually great for your bones as well, and for your lymphatic system. The lymphatic system only works when we're moving and we're draining toxins from our body. So toxins from our body and releasing old stale emotions. Take it a little faster. And then slow it down. Oh, now feel that energy. It feels so good. You probably feel it streaming down your arms, your fingers. Perhaps you can even feel it in your legs. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Let's do a little bit of releasing in our neck and shoulder area. So let's do a movement called swimming bear. So you're going to take your hands forward, like you're bringing your tray forward, and then opening them up. To me, this feels like a swimming stroke. So my hips are going back and then forward. My palms are up towards the ceiling and then opening up. For those of you who don't know where I am right now, this is my home studio. This is where I teach yoga, where I see Ayurvedic clients. It's a big inhale, opening up, exhale. So when you exhale, you can round your back a little bit. Inhale, open up. So you're working with that heart and lung energy as well. So the knees are bent. So I'm rocking back to my heels and then coming back to my toes. Back and forward. Opening up your heart, your chest area as you inhale. Now let's reverse it. So now my hands are coming back. Backs of my hands are coming together. I round my back here, and then I pull back in. So remember with Qigong, it's a whole body movement. It's not a mechanical movement of simply your arms. My whole body is moving and rocking. And everything is relaxed. So you don't want to hold anything really tight and stiff. And checking with your breath. Always breathing nice and slow and deep. That breath is the connection between the mind and the body. That should be a nice inhale. Remember, you can exhale through your mouth to release tension and stress. Inhale and exhale. Swimming bear. Most of the names of the movements are named after nature or animals. Qigong comes from the Taoist philosophy, which is a nature-based philosophy. And coming back and just holding a Qigong for a moment. Now let's work on opening up our back a little bit more. Maybe you want to take your legs a little farther apart. So for those of you new to Qigong, your legs are always about hip distance apart with your feet facing forward. Except sometimes we might take it a little bit wider. So in this case, let's take it a little wider. Now, and I'm mirroring you. So you're going to take your right hand behind you and your left comes across. And you come back and comes across. Now, if you notice, the crown of my head is facing up towards the ceiling. I'm not pushing like this. My body's straight. I'm just using my twisting, using my arms to push. So coming back, now I'm twisting from the waist. So don't be leaning over like this, like I see a lot of people doing. Not right now, actually. I didn't tell you that I actually have this secret power where I can see you. In and exhale. So my back hand is just pushing behind me. And I'm wringing out my spine. Big exhale. What are you ready to push away? What do you not need anymore? What is weighing heavy on you? So important right now just to keep ourselves steady and centered and to use these tools to find that nice, peaceful spot within. There's a lot of uncertainty in the world right now for everyone. So if we can come back to within and find a nice calm spot, We're more resilient. We're able to deal with whatever comes our way. Couple more. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. And back to center. Let's do another movement that's very great for clearing, for releasing energy. So called Qi clearing. So your hands come up. First, just drop them down for the new people in class. And up, and then one hand comes in front. So let's take your left hand in front, and the right comes behind. They're just dropping them down. And then when they come up. So inhale, straighten, exhale. See how my knees are bending. Inhale. Might bring my feet a little closer together now. Exhale. But always hip distance. Big exhale through your mouth. Think about what you are throwing up. What else can you release? Any worries? Anything weighing you? And this also releases tension in your neck and shoulders and head area. Couple more. Qigong originates in China about 5,000 years ago. Tai Chi is actually derived from Qigong. It's probably 700 or 800 years old. And with Qigong, we can do whatever movements we want. With Tai Chi, you follow a sequence of movements that you fine-tune as you practice. So they're very similar. And just drop it down. Do a little check-in for a moment when you put your hands together, starting to feel that electrical magnetic energy between your hands, which is your Qi, your life force energy that is circulating to every cell of your body. Let's do some spinal cord breathing. We'll do some healing sounds with the spinal cord breathing. So you're going to inhale, elbows come back, you're looking up to the ceiling, and exhale, you're rounding down, letting your head go. Big inhale up, elbows back, and exhale, rounding. Inhale, and exhale, and let's go now to the left. Big inhale, and exhale. And then inhale, and let's do the sound for the liver, for the emotional aspect of the liver. And the sound is, so we'll go like a Sandy the Snake sound. Inhale, and then exhale, we'll twist over to the right, and inhale. And then exhale to the center with the S sound again. And now let's open again. Inhale and exhale and inhale and twisting. Now we're going to do a sound for the liver, and the sound is chew. So it's chew. And let's go to the other side. And back to center, chew. Inhale and exhale and inhale, and now the sound is shh, like you're quieting a baby. That's for the liver. Helps to detoxify the liver. So it's shh, like you're quieting a baby. Let's do that one more time. Just to the center here. Shh. And then back up and down and up and again. Shh. And inhale, and twisting, And back to center, and I'm forgetting my sound. That is why I'm hesitating here for a moment. Let's see, we did the liver, oh, the heart. So it's ha. And inhale. Let's do one more time here. And inhale, exhale, inhale, and again. And then inhale, twisting, exhale, inhale. And now the sound is for our swing, and the sound is po. And inhale, exhale, inhale, and then let's just lift our hands up, big stretch up. And let's just bring our hands down, and we'll do a sound. It's called the triple warm sound, and it's he. So we'll just go he. Bringing grounding and balancing energy. Big inhale. And exhale. He. One more time. Now let's leave your right hand down and bring your left up. Nice big stretch. And when we stretch the sides of our body, we're helping to release emotions like frustration. So big stretch up. Now bring your pinkies in. So you're spiraling your hands, so your pinkies come in and bending my knees, coming back down. And a big inhale is an opening up, and if you notice, there's a little diagonal to my stretch. And then my pinkies spiral in. Big inhale. And exhale. Opening up the sides of the body. Keeping the breath nice and even. One more time. And then just letting your hands float on down. Let's do a movement called full body flow. So your hands come up. You're going to grab one of your wrists. You're just going to come all the way down to the earth. And inhale, you're rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Stretching all the way up. And then exhaling back down. Inhale up. And exhaling, releasing down to the earth, whatever it is you don't need. Inhale, coming back up, stretching the front of your body to the yin side of your body. And then as you come down, stretching the back of your body, the yang side of your body. And inhale up. Do a couple more. And exhale. Inhale, just reaching up towards the sky. And letting your hands just float down. Let's do a movement called expanding the horizon, parting the clouds. So you're going to take your left leg forward just a little bit. I want you to make sure you maintain good balance. So it's just a slight movement forward. The other leg can come out a little bit. Now you're going to keep your hands around the heart area. You shift your weight, your knees, front knee bends as you shift your weight forward and your hands come up. As if you were bringing them up to the clouds, and now you're just opening them up, and then you shift your weight back. So this is coming. Exhale. Inhale. So this is called expanding the horizon and parting the clouds. So we're working with the lung energy here and the heart. So imagine that the clouds represent your thoughts, and the sky represents actually you. Your thoughts are just temporary, like the clouds. So you're just pushing them away so you can get a better perspective of your life and where you're at. You know, we tend as humans to latch onto more of that negative talk just because, you know, in prehistoric times, we were more operating from that fight or flight mode because we actually had wild animals chasing after us. So we had to kind of be in that fear space. So we tended to maybe hold on to more of the negative, but we don't really need to do that anymore. To just push away those negative thoughts so you can rest in that big, expansive blue sky. Relax your eyes. Watch your hands as they move to the side. So when you relax your eyes, you expand your vision. It actually helps you to be more in the present moment. Just pushing away whatever no longer serves you, thoughts that keep you from your center. And then let's come back. And now bring your right leg forward and your left back. And like I said, not too far back, just enough. Starting again right around underneath your heart area. And when you shift forward, that front leg bends. So you're going to come forward and open up. Your hands are coming up towards the sky, parting the clouds and expanding the horizon. Pushing cloudy thoughts away. Remember that sky is always there, just behind those clouds. Once you get rid of those clouds, you're able to be more objective. More in the moment. Letting go of any projections of the future. Being okay with uncertainty. Worrying about the future doesn't do us any good. It's not going to change it. So being in the moment right now, you're safe. You're connected to all these people in class. It looks like it might be around 20. In community. And letting go of anything in the past. Anything that you might hold on to, any resentment or anything that keeps you from being in the present. Shifting back. And forward. And then just coming back, bringing that foot back, now feeling that chi in your hands, that beautiful energy. And let's do a movement called opening the flow. So we have gotten that chi circulating, we released a lot of old and stagnant energy. So now let's start bringing in some new, what's called righteous chi. So your hands float up, inhale, and exhale. So they're simply floating up, no tension. As I like to use it as an example, with that feeling you get when you're swimming. Your hands are just floating with no effort at all through that water. It's just that feeling, floating down and up. Now would be the time just to be breathing through your nose, nice and slow. So when we get into these more relaxed, flowing movements, they help us to slow down and help us to rebalance our nervous system. Once we can truly and deeply relax, our immunity naturally goes up. And exhale. Let's try and slow it down a little bit. I tend to be a little bit of a fast mover, so let's slow down just a little bit. Imagine that you are riding the current of qi. If you slow down enough, you can start to feel as if the qi is moving you versus your hands mechanically moving. Inhale. And exhale. You just keep going. Let's do a movement now called moon over the lake. You just have a little bend to your knees. Just feeling that qi from the earth. So you're starting to pick up all that nice composted energy and filling yourself back up. And filling a cup of clean water. So take your hands over to the left. And like a mist rising from the water, let your hands just rise up naturally. Rise up towards the sky. And then releasing down to the lake, to the water. Bringing that relaxing flowing water energy up. And so there's a slight twist with your body to come down. And coming across. And inhaling up. So your hands are floating up. And floating down. And floating across. And up. You notice there's no tension in my wrist. And down. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. If you'd like, you can bring the tip of your tongue towards the roof of your mouth, and this helps to complete the energy circuit. Inhale. And exhale. And let's reverse that. Coming to your right. Hands float up. And float down. Maybe slowing it down just a little bit. The slower we go, the more relaxed we become. And just rise up like this coming from the water. And just gently flow back down. This is a wonderful movement for increasing that yin, that nourishing, feminine, relaxed energy. So the yin energy in our body is more of that receptive, relaxed energy, and the yang energy is more about doing, making things happen. We need both. But I think right now we need a little bit more yin energy, just stay nice and calm and relaxed. And then let's just drop it back down. And feeling that Qi Gong. And then let's just take our hands and circle up. Bring your fingers to the crown of your head, and then your elbows face forward, and then just pulling down. Bending your knees and straightening. So you're pulling Qi up all around you, and then just gripping it down to the crown of your head, and then pulling it down through your body, through your mind, through your spirit. Inhale, and exhale. Nice, slow, even breaths. And hands up. And let's take our fingers to face in towards our body. We're going to do a movement called water wheel. So your fingers are facing in. Imagine you're pulling energy up the back of your spine, all the way up to the sky. And then your hands release down, pushing it down gently back to the earth. So we're circulating energy. Now the fingers gently come in towards you. It's like an oblong circle. Inhaling it up and exhaling it down. This is a great movement. If you have a hard time with the sitting meditation, this helps to bring you into that meditative state. Find that stillness within movement. This is a movement you can do to help settle yourself down and to shift your state. And exhaling. So your elbows have a little bend to them. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Let's flow down. And you're pulling energy up your spine, all the way up to the front of your head and beyond, and then back down like a waterfall, returning down, back down to the earth. You're lifting it up and releasing it down. Do that one more time. Feeling that Qi ball again between your hands. You can play with it a little bit. Take your hands apart, back together. Feeling like it's like pulling taffy. Let's go into a movement called flying. So now you just pull the hands apart, just up and down. And your arms are like wings. So floating up, floating down. So slow it down a little bit. Feel your hands float up and float down. And Excellent. You see my legs are bending. Straightening up. When you bend and straighten your legs, it helps to pump the chi through your body. I'm going to bring my legs a little closer so they're about hip distance. Think of a bird soaring across the sky above the ocean. Feeling that freedom. Seeing the beauty all around you. You take your legs a little farther apart and allow your right hand to stay down. This is relaxed. Right hand comes up. Your palm is facing towards your heart. We're going to do a movement called cloudy hands. And it helps to bring healing energy to our heart. Our heart is where we generate and store our emotions. And there is a saying that our mind also resides in our heart. So we want to keep that energy nice and clear and soft and balanced. So we're going to shift the weight of our legs to the left. So you're going to shift your weight and your hips to the left. And then you're going to just take this left hand across as you turn and you drop it. And now the right hand comes up. And now I'm just shifting the weight of my legs and my hip. And then the hand pulls across, the other one just follows. And I just shift it to put it to the other side. So as I pull this right arm hand across, pulling it across my heart and then bringing soothing, loving energy to my heart. The positive emotions that we generate in the heart are emotions like joy and love and compassion, happiness. So just soothing our heart so we can turn anything like anxiety into joy. Qigong is a way of transforming the energy from the negative to the positive. So the hands pulling across and then pulling across. Do a couple more. Weights going across. So I'm just shifting across, back and forth. Let's make a healing sound with it. So healing sound for the heart. When you make the sounds help to release anything that you're holding on to, any pent up emotions. So the healing sound for the heart, which we did earlier, was ha. Then you can just nice and quietly. Ha. Ha. Just quietly to yourself, a few times. And just slow down. And bring your hands to your heart. Bring your thumbs, touch your heart. Bring that energy into the heart. Let's do a movement called the lotus flow. And it brings more chi into your heart, and it helps us to spread that loving energy into the world as well. So our hands come up, We're forming a diamond with our thumb and our first finger. And then we're bringing it down to the earth. Imagine we're gathering more of that purified, composted chi up from the earth to our heart. And we're so filled up that we can share it with others. So sharing it up there. And then it blossoms and turns into a lotus flower for self-compassion. So we have the back of our hands touching. The big inhale. Forming that diamond, imagine you're bringing in gold, misty light from the sky, from the heavens, down through your body, back to your heart. You're so filled up. Think of somebody that might be in need of energy and sending it off to them. And then back to yourself. Down, back down. And sharing it with the world. And it blossoms back into a lotus flower. Called the lotus flower. And then we'll just stop here at the heart for a moment. Just checking in, taking the moment. Close your eyes. Feeling your feet on the earth. Feeling that chi moving through your body. Filling you with love and peace. Now let's take our hands up. Pulling down the heavens and exhaling. Inhaling. So the chi energy, it's all around us. You can't see it, but it is there. It's not just within our body. So imagine that you are now open to this good, healthy chi and you're pulling it in through your mind, to your heart, and into your body. Filling yourself up. Filling yourself up with your intention. And just let your hands float down. You're going to bring one hand on top of the other. Let's do a movement called centering. You take your left hand out, again, pulling in that type of energy that is going to be helpful to you. So you've created all that space. So pulling in whatever it is that you need. You've been feeling depleted. Maybe you've been there for others, but you're depleting yourself. Now is the time to fill yourself up. So taking this hand along, and just nice and slow so you can feel that energy. And then just pulling it down. In Qigong, let's say that there's 3 energy centers. One's at the third eye point between the eyes. The next is at the heart. And the next is at the belly. So we're just pulling energy down through those 3 centers. Filling ourselves up with whatever it is that we need. So we have the strength and the energy, the reserve to move through life with grace and ease, even in trying times. So now, let's take your hands. We're going to interlace our hands like this and bring them over our belly. Bring your feet together. that's comfortable for you. A little bend to your knees, and this movement is called Boundary in the Wind. And then just let yourself rock and sway however your body wants to. There's no correct way. You can close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or just look at the ground. Perhaps put the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth. And this is our final movement, and this helps to integrate all the qi that we moved today. Allow yourself to rock and sway. Feeling your feet firmly planted in the earth. Feeling the love in your heart and the connection of the crown of your head towards the heart. Take a moment to repeat your intention to yourself one more time. Bring your hands to your heart in a prayer position and take a moment to acknowledge to yourself anything that you are grateful for today, however big or small. And as we say in the yoga world, namaste, which means the light in me honors